Once you get rolling on the platform, you may want to add additional staff or team members to your account to where they can manage and make updates and so forth. And so in this video, I want to show you how to add additional users, how to make restrictions to where they can only see certain parts of your platform and so forth. All right, so let's get started. So what you're going to do is you're going to, in the lower left-hand corner, there is a settings button down there at the bottom, and you'll click on that. And what this is going to do is load your settings, and right below the business info link here, there is My Staff. So you click My Staff. This is where you can add additional staff members and their roles and so forth. So the first thing you're going to do over here on the right-hand side, there's an Add Employee button. So you click Add Employee. And then this is all the different settings that you can customize for each individual employee. And so you may want to restrict access. You may want to have different calendar settings and availability, voicemails, things like that. Basically, what you want to do is to go through each one of these things and edit them. So let's get started. So the first thing we want to add in their information. So let's just say, let's add old Brad Pitt in here, right? And then we can add their email, right? And then a phone number for them. So you can add their cell phones if you want to, like forward numbers and things like that if you want. And then also their password. This is the password that they're going to log in with. So you can give them a standard password if you want, or you can go through and have them, kind of generate a unique one. And if they ever get logged out, this is where you can also reset their password if they lose it and so forth. All right. So next we've got email signature. So if you're using things like, sales guys, a sales team, they're going to be responding to customers, and you want to have that unique email signature on to where the messaging that they're sending out. This is where you can edit that and customize that for them. So you can do like enable signature on all outgoing settings. You can include the signature before quoted text and replies. However you want to set this up, it depends on you and your business and how you want to structure it. But that's how you can customize this. So like if, for example, let's say one of your sales guys has a prospect that they add to the CRM. Well, you don't want a generic message going out to that guy. You want them to be from the sales rep, right? So this is where you customize that for them. Now, next we've got user permissions. This is where you can limit access to your staff. So your staff may not need full access to the account. And I strongly recommend that you go through and really think about these settings on what you want to allow and not allow, because if you've got somebody in there, you don't want like your sales guys to be going through and messing up your marketing or your websites and things like that, right? So this is where you can limit those. So just go through each one of these and, limit them to your liking and comfortability and so forth. So maybe you want to, let's say this guy's a sales guy. Well, he doesn't need access to websites. So maybe we just turn off websites for him. He probably doesn't need to know about, maybe all the settings. He doesn't need to go and access settings and so forth. So go through each one of these and you can restrict access to each one to where they can have the access that you want to allow. Now, next you've got user roles. For your staff, I recommend selecting user, depending on what role they have. You don't want them to be able to delete your account and things like that. That's where admin comes into play. So maybe you set it up as admin and the user set it up for, a lower staff member. Now, next you've got call and voicemail settings. So this is where you can have a custom voicemail set up for each staff member. So maybe your sales guy, you want to have a one voicemail, and then you want a customer support rep to have another one. This is where you would customize that when communicating with prospects if they're reaching out and calling and things like that. So you just go through, select the phone number that you have assigned to them, and then you can select a call timeout and upload a voicemail specifically for that user. Now, next we've got user availability. What this is where you can select hours. So one of the cool features of this platform is you can set up a team and have like a team calendar. So maybe you've got like 3 or 4 sales reps and you want to have, Jim works 3 days a week and Sally works all 5. Well, they can go and customize their availability. And then when you have a team calendar on the platform, that way people can book appointments where people are available. So you can go through and set that user available availability on right here. So you would select like the different days and then go and customize the hours that they are there. You can also select the meeting locations and their time zones as well if they're in different time zones. Then down here, user calendar configuration. One of the cool features of the platform is that they can actually integrate Outlook and Google and have a calendar set up on those to where when they're sharing their availability and so forth, it connects and integrates with that. So if you've got that already integrated, this is where you would set that up for their calendar. Once you're done, click save, and that should save the user and allow them to log into the account. Now, in our case, we've got a fake person in here, so it's not going to save without a password and so forth. So I'm just going to X out. But once you click save, now they are set up and ready to go.